around the closure area. I'm going to keep trying to flatten this hair until I'm pleased with how it looks. Then I'm going to go back to further clean out the parts to ensure that the C is really clean, and also after I'm sure that the C is really clean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start plucking out hairs that are on that part, because if I don't pluck out the hairs, it's going to be easy for the parts to become scattered. So by plucking out the hairs, it's going to help that part become more defined. So I'm just going to use that tail comb to start picking out the hairs that are standing on that part and using my hands to pull it out. And I'm pulling it out one strand at a time. You don't want to hold a bunch of strands and pull it at the same time, because we are going to rip out the lace. So you're trying to be as careful as possible to ensure that you don't tear the lace in the process of styling your client's wig. So using the end of that comb, I'm just trying to pick out hairs that are on that part. Then I'm pulling the hair gradually while I also comb the hair to go in the direction that it's supposed to lay on. I'm going to take my time and do this meticulously back and forth until I'm really pleased with how smooth the line is. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to my channel, please kindly support me by clicking on that subscribe button right below. Also turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And also let me know in the comment section what videos you want to see next on our channel. Please check out my ebooks on my website, How to Start Your Hair Business, Hair Extensions, and How to Test Its Quality. All available on my website. And you can also order your wigs from me on my Instagram page at ANL Beauty Hair. Yes, so back to styling this wig. So you can see that what I've been doing is just pulling out the hairs that are lying on the part. And at the point where it seems like I'm using the end of the comb to sort of scratch the lace, what I'm trying to do is just to remove that knot. Because when the hair is ventilated on the lace, they sort of tie it at the bottom part. And sometimes you might pull out the hair, but you notice that that knot is still there. So when I do that movement, what I'm trying to do is to sort of remove the knots, and by just moving the comb on that area, like right there, it sort of helps me take out the knot and to also help me remove any hair that is lying on that part. And when I comb it down, everything looks nice and even. Yes, so what I'm going to do next is to just take out any hair that's just lying in place, pull it out, or comb it in the opposite direction if I feel like it's not obstructing the parts in any way. But anyone that feels like it's obstructing the part, I'm going to pull it off like I'm doing right now. I'm just taking my time to pull off any hair that's obstructing the part, while I also do the scratching movement, gentle scratching movement, to pull out, to remove any of the knots that are still at the bottom part. Yes. Yeah. And I'm also going to also try and extend the part to the other end of the wig. That's more like the back side of the wig, because I don't want this. I want the C part to be very deep. So I'm going to sort of extend it towards the back side as I'm doing right here, because this closure is a 5x5 closure wig. And while I'm extending it towards the back, I'm using my comb to just comb through it and ensure that the hair lays flat. Yes. If you're getting value from this video, please make sure you smash the like button if you haven't done that already, and subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed. Yes. I'm using my hot coiling wand right now to just flatten the hair around the closure area to ensure that the hair is laying flat and smooth. And after working on one side, I'm also going to take it to the other side to just flatten the hair really well. And I'm going to keep on trying to define the parts to other end, because I want the parts to not just be on the front side of the front side towards the middle to the end of the closure. I also want to take it towards the back side. Just watch and see what I'm trying to do. I'm sort of extending that C part so that it gives it a very deeper look. So it's not just like on one side of the hair, it looks deeper, but on the area where the weft is beginning to show, I'm going to comb it down right there to just conceal the weft. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Then on this area here, I'm going to start styling the wig, flattening it with that hot coiling wand. While I comb through it, I also flatten it too with the hot coiling wand. Yes, we are almost wrapping up this process, and after styling the closure area, I like to use that coiling wand to sort of flatten the hair on the back side of the wig, and I sort of take it down towards like the hair that's going to be around the head area. I just want to flatten that hair to be really smooth. And after I'm done flattening the hair to be really smooth, if you probably want to bulb your hair at this point, you can proceed and use your hot coiling, rather your flat hair straightener to bulb the ends. If you don't want to bulb the ends, if you want the ends to be straight, you can leave it like that. But you can see how the closure looks right now. The C part is really, really defined, and the hair is neat and beautiful. What I want to do right now is to add a concealer to the pattern to make it even look more natural. My client is very light skinned. That's the reason why I'm using this LA Girl concealer in, I think it's a medium beige. Yeah, so I'm going to put that concealer using that angled brush right there to make that closure, to make the pattern area to look a lot more natural, so that when she wears the wig on her head, it looks like the hair is literally growing out of her head. And take note, this is a 5x5 closure wig, so it's sort of wider than the regular 4x4 closure wig, so it's going to be more natural, almost looking like a mini frontal. Yes, so you can see how that pattern is really popping, like it's glowing because of the shade of the concealer. So what I'm doing right now is using the hair wax to lay any flyaway hairs, and I'm going to use that hot coiling wand to further lay any flyaway hairs that are flying around that closure area, because of course every wig typically tends to have some short strands. So just try and lay down and ensure that you have a very beautiful looking hair. Then you can conclude the process of styling your wig. So guys, this is pretty much the ending part of this video. I really hope that you liked watching this video, and I'm also going to show you how you can reverse the hair back to a middle part, because as much as you styled your hair as a C part, it doesn't mean that you cannot take it back to a middle part. Yes, you can revert your C part wig back to a middle part. You're not stuck with wearing it as just a C part. You could get bored of the C part and you want to wear it as a middle part, and I'm going to show you how you can take it back to a middle part in this video. So you look at that area there that looks like that's where the middle part was. I'm just going to use that comb right there and just open back that part area. And the first time I open it, it might not be perfect. So I'm going to look for where that original pattern of the middle part was, and just take my time to ensure that I get where the pattern is. And all I have to do is just comb it down on both sides. And I could also use my hot coiling wand to flatten the areas down. Then I get the middle parts that I had originally back in place. Then you can go about wearing your wig as a middle part. If you want your C part, you just need to take your comb and repart that C part area and comb it down, and you're good to go. So this is basically how you can go from a middle part back to a C part, and from a C part back to a middle part. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, be bold, have courage, live a positive life, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Yeah, let me know what you want to see next in the comment section. Bye.